Characteristic of classical music. Rhythm. Flexibility of rhythm adds variety to classical music. A classical composition has many rhythmic patterns where a baroque has relatively few. The classical style includes unexpected pauses, syncopation, and frequent changes from long notes to short notes. Vocal forms of classical period. Opera is a drama set to music where singers and musicians perform in a theatrical settings. Opera seria. Serious opera usually implies heroic or tragic drama that employs mythological characters. Opera buffa, comic opera, from Italy made use of everyday characters and situations, and typically employed spoken dialogues, length airs, and was spaced with sights, gags, naughty humor, and social satire. Instrumental music. An instrumental is a musical composition or recording without lyrics or singing, although it might include some inarticulate vocal input. Sonata, type of musical composition, usually for a solo instrument or a small instrumental ensemble that typically consists of 2 to 4 movements or sections, each in a related key but with a unique musical characters. Symphony, a lengthy form of musical composition for orchestra, normally consisting of several large settings or movements, at least one of which usually employs sonata form, also called first movement form. Concerto, plural concerti or concerto since about 1750, a musical composition for instruments in which a solo instrument is set off against an orchestra ensemble. The soloist and ensemble and related to each other by alternation, competition, and combination. Franz Joseph Haydn, 1732 to 1809. Haydn is often called the father of the symphony because of the extraordinary work he did in developing the musical form of the symphony, and perhaps even more significantly for his work in developing the musical ensemble that came to be known as the symphony orchestra. Examples of Haydn's music. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was a highly prolific and influential composer of the classical era in music history. He composed over 600 works, many of which are acknowledged as pinnacles in their respective genres of symphonies, concertos, chamber music, solo piano works, operas, and choral music. Ludwig van Beethoven may have been rude, clumsy, and even deaf, but he is considered among the greatest composers that ever lived. He wrote 9 symphonies, 5 piano concertos, 16 strings quartets, 10 sonatas of for violin, 5 sonatas for cello, 30 piano sonatas, 2 masses, one opera called Fidelio, more chamber music.